spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Start us off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Pryor. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. Great job by the back on the option. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other,
Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Sends it downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. He'll pull it down. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They beat him again. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Discards him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged out, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time, and then Tank Bigsby here in recent years too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
getting set on second down. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack. I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Makes a pass to Marker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Thanks to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To the ground with the back. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
On target to the left. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you play zone coverage, when you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Looking for a huge play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick strike complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Quick completion on the out. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll try to get it through the air, using his feet to buy time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The inside handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Gators looking to convert on 4th down.
29 Philly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, 1 wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And now this offense will take the field again. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
So now it's second and long. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, then his feet is a big part of this game plan.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Tagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point, tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback, and he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Hot out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top, buying some time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Calls it in. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions. Or like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to run for it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more. Quarterback on the keeper.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got him working wide, but they're going to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now they regain the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No problem at all as he knocks it through, and we'll go to another overtime. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Makes the grab on the left.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Timeout, Florida.
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. And he's dragged down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the red zone, it's Bryant. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Third down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Unleashes one. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get. but they'll have the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
First and goal and a touchdown will win it. Quarterback will keep it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in